Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another ground update video where today I'm hopping back into my save where I have all the development items loaded into the game, and we're going to be talking about all the traps you guys keep seeing on my streams and my videos and asking me, Sim, what about this, what about that? Now before we go any further, I do want to let you guys know that this video will contain spoilers, so if you guys would like to watch through, go on and keep on watching through. If not, if you guys do not want to be spoiled about what could be coming to the game, I'd like to invite all you guys to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below that says, hey, thanks so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, and then I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. But if you're wanting to stay, wonderful-tastic, I'm so happy you guys are staying, and let's talk more about the new traps that could be coming to the game here very soon. Now, in order to get these traps into the game, it was an admin code I had to use in order to spawn in all of the new items into the game, so that would mean that you will not see these in your inventory if you open it. Even if you update your game, it will not appear. You need to use an admin code or development code in order to get these to appear in your game. So if you do not have them, please do not go, well, why don't I have them? That's why you don't have them. So let's look at the traps here, shall we? So as you'll see right here, I have things like the pollen accumulator. The pollen accumulator is a fake flower for easy access to pollen. I'm assuming what this is going to be for is to attract bees, and bees will put their pollen on it, and then they will go away, and you will get an easy way to get pollen. This will help because making Shinobi sneezes is kind of a pain in the butt right now because you have to kill bees in order to get it. If they want to keep that way in the game, just note that they most likely will not keep this in the game, and they will most likely never develop it fully, because if they want to make it so it's hard to get pollen in the game, the best way to do that is to make it so you have to fight something in order to get it. Let's talk the catapult. Catapult, launching things into the air. This doesn't even have anything next to it right now like the lure trap or the spike trap does. It doesn't even have an image next to it. It is still in heavy development and probably will not be in the game for quite some time. But it does launch things into the air. I'm assuming that this will be a way for you to launch yourself across the map or something like that, or launch other items across the map. Maybe even it's going to be a way to build things. But right now, that is the catapult. The spike strip we already have, and the lure trap we already have, but then we have something called the pebblet dumper. Fill with pebblets and then drop them on insects must be placed on a wall. So I'm assuming that this is meaning that we're going to be getting some insects that like to attack your base, and if that happens, a pebblet dumper will come in handy. Now, as it says right here, it's going to be filled with pebblets and then drop them on insects, must be placed on the wall. Now, that's going to be really cool. And dropping pellets on the ground, it might make a mess, but it's still going to be cool, and it probably will do a bunch of damage. But before we go any further, I do want to point out there's a reason why I'm not trying to build any of these guys. If I actually try to build them in my game, it crashes your game immediately. You are not allowed to build these. I'm not even supposed to be looking at these. This is purely me showing you guys all the cool things that's in the game and what's going to be coming soon. All right, the next one we have here is Slingshot Turret. Launches pebblets into the distance. So this is going to be used in order to sling people across, pebblets across the map. So using this to fight off things in the air and stuff like that, or to attract bees or mosquitoes to come towards your base, this would be a pretty cool item to do it. It does say it's a turret. I'm thinking it just means it's a giant slingshot that you use to fire things, personally. Still really cool. I cannot wait for it to be added to the game because that sounds really fun. Plasma Orb generates lightning. I don't know how they're going to work this in the game without adding power. This could be a hint that we are going to be getting power in the game at some point. Generates lightning. I don't know what in the game is going to require you to electrocute it. I don't know what in the game they could use that could create, that could do it. The only thing I could think of how this plasma orb is going to be made is if you possibly pull parts off of the Taze and the arcers. I think if you pull both of those things apart and maybe parts from the sizer machine, and put it together, you could make something like this. But how you'd actually make it, unless pulling something out of a trash can somewhere or the shed, I don't know how you'd come up with something like this. Things like the catapult, the pollen accumulator, a pebblet dumper, and a slingshot turret, all of those make a lot of sense. But this plasma orb doesn't really make a whole lot of sense at the moment and how it's going to be made. So I don't know how they're going to work that one in there, nor do I think it's really going to come to the game, but it's in the development files at the moment. Now, just because something's in the development files does not mean it's 100% going to come to the game. We all know this, but it's a pretty good chance because it's in their files. Let's talk Honey Trap now. Honey Trap decreases movement speed. Takes honey to make it. Where do you get honey from? Bees. How do you get it? Killing bees or going to their hive and harvesting honey. So really cool thing, not in the game yet. It does make sense. We're just going to put down some honey on the ground. It's going to make things like orb weavers and bombardier beetles and wolf spiders, maybe even the brood mother if you could ever build traps inside of her cave, or, you know, other things that are walking around on the ground, maybe a cricket, stuff like that. All cool things that could come, and it's going to slow it down. When it walks over it, it's going to slow it down. Cool trap. Good to have around the base, especially if you're going to have like maybe some pebblet dumpers down. You put them together and then they can't attack as fast. That'd be pretty cool. All right, and then the last one that's new here is the ice trap. Slip and slide. That's it. That's all. It doesn't have anything else to it. I'm assuming what it is just some blocks of ice on the ground that's just going to slip and slide things around. I don't know how they're going to work this one out. We don't have any cold environments in the game yet. We would need some sort of freezer or cooler or something like that that's added to the game, maybe a refrigerator, probably something that's either going to be in the house or in the shed. Nothing that I've seen in the development world or anything like that has pointed to having any sort of chiller anywhere. So how this would be made, I'm not sure, because making things cold takes a lot of energy when it's hot outside. And so far, it's a sunny day most of the time and grounded. Sometimes it's a little cloudy, but it's not cold ever. So how they're going to work in an ice trap, I'm not sure. But like I said, the more obvious ones that are going to get added to the game is the honey trap, a slingshot turret, the pebblet dumper, the catapult, and the pollen accumulator. All those sound pretty darn close to things that could easily be added to the game. The ice trap and the plasma orb are kind of out there right now, but we're hoping that they could get added here very, very soon, because it'd be really cool to see them get added to the game. But that is all of the hidden traps that are currently in the development files that you can pull up and look at. I know that I didn't really give you guys a ton on them because I'm literally giving you guys exactly what it's showing in there. But I want you guys to be just as excited as I am for all the future updates that are coming to Grounded. And I hope you guys are. If you guys are, please hit that like button for me to let me know you guys want to see more development videos. Also, leave me a comment down below of your favorite trap that could be coming to the game, because I'd like to know what you guys think. Or if you have another cool idea for a trap, I'd love to hear that as well. Mine's a pitfall trap, just saying. If you could add a pitfall trap to the game, that'd be pretty cool, but you would have to dig a hole in the map, and I don't know how the developers would work that out, but still, a pitfall trap would be pretty cool. I bet you could probably make a pitfall trap right now on your own, maybe using waiting for the next video for you guys to see how I make a pitfall trap. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.